precious.
That's right.
Maybe you ought to turn that off and start over.
No, I'm not. We're en route to the TCI show up in St. Louis currently. About to go over to the Mississippi River. Until we in the flats here, man. All the farm fields are all over the place. They're combining beans over there on that one. What you smiling about? I wasn't showing you.
I'm just smiling because I'm happy to be with you.
Oh my God. See, that crap's getting deep in here now, boy. Well, you can tell how low the river is right now. Right over there is the Mississippi River. Me and Jill are out wandering around tonight. Right there's the arch. If you can see it, I don't know if you can. I can't see it on the screen, but maybe you can. Oh, we just walked in. We're in like Flint.
And there's a lot to look at.
Yeah, a lot to look at.
Yeah, this is going to be a full day of looking at a lot of cool stuff.
A lot of people here too, boy.
Yes.
Where you want to start? What do you want to look at first? Cranes, tree mechs, what you want to look at first? Stump grinders?
Are there any antiques in here? Yeah.
No, there's not any antiques in here.
Why don't we go where you want to go first?
All right, that'll work.
And where is that?
I don't know. It's a lot of stuff, man. How you fine? You fine, go hard. So I got Husqvarna right here. The Steel's right there. So you can put this on a mini excavator. Spins really fast.
Yeah, it would be really dangerous.
Tear stuff up.
Just what you like doing.
That's right. Those are scabbards that I use right there. Those right there.
The operation that I've got.
All right, so I have run down the man with the plan. This is Mr. John Lewis with the TCIA. They are the ones, y'all put this show together and do all the planning and all that stuff like that.
That's what we do. We execute the Tree Care Industry Association executes every year our annual conference. We bring about 4,500 to 5,000 tree care professionals together. We get them all under the same roof for education. We get them here to network, to visit with our vendors and see all the new equipment. So it's a great event. It's actually the signature event for tree care. So if you're a tree care professional and you're not coming to this event, you're missing out.
Yeah, and it's not just a trade show. It's for education. Y'all put a lot in education, the continuing credits every year to make sure for everybody to be able to stay up to date on that. So y'all, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes into this way ahead of time to do it. So like you said, it's a show for anybody. You can come to the trade show. It's $25 to get in here if you buy it ahead of time, and so next year it's going to be in Baltimore. Is that correct?
It'll be in Baltimore. So you're actually right about that. The trade show pass, you can always come on. We encourage you to just walk the trade show. But if you want to experience all the education for TCIA, the all-inclusive pass is where you go.
Correct.
And the best way to take advantage of the cost with that is to be a member of the association.
Correct.
If you're a member of the association, the cost is going to be it's generally about $425. That's what the cost is for the all-access pass this year. If you're a member, if you're not a member, it's $799.
Correct.
The all-access pass is where you're going to gain all the continuing education units that you need.
Well, this makes the third year I've been to the show, and I am impressed more and more every year. It has grown a lot since 3 years ago, my first year that I came to. Y'all keep putting more and more into it and growing it larger and larger, and just going to keep on going in the future, right?
That's the goal. We're here to advance tree care. That's what the TCI is here. We're a nonprofit association. Been here 75 years. We're here to support tree care owners and operators for education, for safety, and just overall support. That's what the TCI is here for.
Anything to do with a tree care, that's what y'all are all about. Is that right there? Well, Mr. John, I sure do appreciate you spending just a little bit of time.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. This is great. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy.
Anytime for you guys. Be well out there.
Lots and lots of stuff, lots of vendors here. I'm not sure how many's here this year, but it is it's a lot more than what it was 3 years ago when I came. They moved the show around different places. The first time I came to it was in Indianapolis. Second time was in Charlotte. This time St. Louis, Missouri. And just the stuff that they put in as far as for education and the continuing credits is just nuts, that what they put together for all that stuff too. It's your turn now.
Oh wow.
Hey, I wasn't gonna give you a chance. You just gonna have to roll with it, sister.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's
I
okay.
can deal with it.
This is Catherine from Rotovac. Her granddaddy actually started Rotovac. What year?
In 1975.
1975.
In a small garage.
And so you do all the marketing stuff now. You're over all that.
Yes, I'm supervising the marketing department.
So y'all that have been with me for a long time, you remember Pierre.
Yes.
Pierre's in sales now. And he's kind of moved. Wait, he's down in Mexico down there now, right?
Yes,
Isn't that correct?
is.
Yeah, he's down in Mexico. Pierre's a good dude. So you took his job, or sort of.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
I mean, I didn't push him to sales. He went it himself. But yeah, now I took over. I gotta say, Pierre was a great boss for me, and he started the relationship with you, which I'm really grateful for.
Oh yeah. So I've worked with Rotovac for a long time now, and continuing to still work with Rotovac, and just an outstanding product and an outstanding company. I've been up there, traveled with Pierre all over the place, West Coast, East Coast, all up in Canada up there, visited the factories in Littleton and Groveton, both of them, and also come to the headquarters in St. Justine, way north of Quebec up there. It's hard to find companies that are like close-knit, you know, family value type of deal like that, and y'all are still that. And,
Yes.
And so now y'all are here at the TCI show with your grapples, and came here because a lot of these are run in the tree care industry on the grapple trucks and things, debris trucks and all that hauling. I would say as I've sat here and watched the people come through, it's been pretty good for y'all to be at this show, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's been a good show, good foot traffic in general. It's pretty insane when we get in the morning. There's people waiting to get in.
Oh yeah. And it's climate controlled. It's not like Mississippi in September when it's hotter. It's hot.
That's pretty great about it. I gotta say, Mid-South was hot.
It's hot. Cool thing is you hardly ever like in front of the camera then, right?
Yeah, usually I'm behind the camera.
Behind the camera?
Yeah.
So that's the best way for me to do is just catch somebody totally off guard, and then she's not gonna sit here and tell me she's not gonna do it because I've already got the camera rolling, because she'll be in a mess if she does. So,
Yes.
but I just want to get you out there, Catherine.
Yeah, but I mean, thank you for everything you do, and I know a lot of customers reach out to you with questions and all of that, which is really appreciated. That you're available to answer the questions and refer them to the right person if needed.
Correct. I send them to the correct salesman that they need to go to, and then I've worked with a bunch of dealers on installing these things too, helping them walk through the process of getting it installed. So yeah, it's a good thing. So I can, if you're interested in anything Rotovac, you can reach out to me and I can get you in the right direction and get you where you need to be and stuff. So appreciate it, Kathy.
Thank you, Captain.
So y'all, look at this. It's August right there.
What's up, YouTube?
Look at him. So he's got a giant quilt made. It goes all the way across of his old shirts.
It'll get bigger every year.
Saddle business
if you guys want it, you can
Saddle
totally
business
get
is
fitted onto our
Booming.
We have our customized money.
So he's right next to West Coast Saws right there.
We have our Super Mario.
They're busy as heck.
Lego.
Yeah, we planned it out with them last year.
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
Because they're cool.
Cool people need to run together.
Yeah, and they're over there in the Northwest with us.
That's right. If Damien was around, it'd really be cool in here
He's
right
here.
now. I know he's here, but he's not in here, right? He's not right here right now.
He talks
This
a
is a
lot.
prototype I was talking
I know.
If somebody starts talking to him, then he'll stay there half hour.
Right. See, they're fitting them and trying them on and everything. Look at them. See, if you come to the show, you get personal fitting and going on right there. Look at him. So he's getting it done. How many of these have you fitted this last couple of days, Evan?
Yeah, you don't want it too tight.
A bunch. We'll just keep it a bunch. We'll just keep it a bunch.
Probably at least 50 myself. Joe's put a bunch on. Some other guys, you know, trying them themselves, but I've fitted a lot of it. I've asked a lot of men what the pant sizes are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what's cool when you come here. Y'all got all these things in different sizes. You can fit them. Because there's so much adjustability in these things. A lot of things that people think that I thought the way you were supposed to adjust it was not exactly the way it needed to be done where you were comfortable.
I'll show you since you're taking a video.
Yeah, man.
You're going to be part of a video now,
yeah,
right,
man.
Ethan?
Oh, yeah.
So this strap here.
That's right.
It's a bungee.
That's right.
It's an elastic. So this stays firm.
That's
this
right.
This is what holds your leg pad in place.
This is loose.
This stays loose.
Loose.
Because a lot of other saddles, you have to tighten this down to keep everything tight. But what ends up happening is it all goes up into the groin, right?
Yep.
So this is going to keep your leg pad in place. This stays loose. Like while you're standing here like this, here, let's buckle your back pad, right? While you're standing here, this whole setup should stay loose. It's got a little bit of play to it, right?
And that sets the stage of how you sit in the saddle when you're hanging.
Once you're actually hanging in it, go ahead and lean back. See, it'll all become taut at that point, right?
That's right.
Normally I'll have this all tied in.
That's right.
This way. That's when it all becomes tight. But now it's pulling up instead of in.
That's right.
Because if this is all tight, it's going to cramp your whole bridge setup, right? So this all stays nice and loose. You're not using it, and if you're just in your flip line, you know, all this loose, it's not constricting against you.
By far the most comfortable saddle I have ever worn, and I have them. I've had them.
Did you buy one last year?
I did.
Yeah,
had y'all custom sew it for me, the colors, and then put my patches on it. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm on point, man. I'm on point.
There you go.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, I remember you last year.
Oh yeah. All right. Did you ever realize or think what the magnitude of this could go to? Started out as just a tree guy, still a tree guy, developing the saddles and providing a service for people like this, and the amount of people that come through here.
No master plan.
Incredible, isn't it?
All I was doing was having fun. And I was trying to harness the opportunities. So like, I started a YouTube channel, people started watching, people started asking me for what my opinion was. And then I'm all, well, if I had what I wanted, maybe I could give them, I could recommend what I really like. And so I had to build it in order to be able to recommend it. So yeah, but there was that monkey beaver logo. It started out as a poem. It's in my video made for this on YouTube, and it was just a joke. I was just trying to describe the tree climber as an animal. And in the poem, I was like, you might call him a monkey beaver, and then the crowd really liked it.
Caught on.
And then they're the ones who named the company, basically, because
that's the plan.
that's what I had to use, because everybody, it kind of stuck more than I wanted it to. I thought it was kind of goofy.
So
People loved it.
How cool are the shows for you? The people that come through and everything, they talk to you and they tell you this, they tell you that, they watch this. It's got to be humbling.
The coolest part is when young dudes, like, they're all, I was 16, I was 17, I ran into one a minute ago, the Doll family. I mean, these kids grew up watching.
And you don't realize the impact that you're having.
I know.
You know, they're watching.
There they are.
They're learning. They're learning everything. You know, they're mimicking your moves, Damien's moves, everything. You know, maybe that may not be good. But
Yeah, I've been used as a negative example a few times too.
Well, you just got to get it done sometimes. You know, it's just part of it. You know.
Well, I don't make apologies for my work style because I believe in accountability and individual accountability.
Well, it's fun for me. I love it. I love sharing just like you do, and then being a part of this, coming to the show, and I've meant so much to come out there and work with y'all for a few days, you know, and everything. And I'm going to do that. And but it's such a good deal to come to these things and see everybody and all. But
it's a blast.
Oh yeah, appreciate you getting on film with me again, man. Yeah, thank you, bud.
Love it. Thank you.
Inspect, right? Look for hazards. Look for a squirrel nest or whatever, something that you may have not identified before. One time I had the pleasure of kind of leapfrogging with a raccoon in a tree. Again, same thing. I wouldn't necessarily go just over that one limb. I was running towards my truck. And the word building an anchor. And it started to help click things in my mind as you truly are building an anchor point. You're utilizing parts of the tree to do it. So, one of the beautiful things about stationary rope and the use of base anchors is you can do.
I just told him this is going to be fun. It's not going to be painful.
It's always
so
fun.
So this is Mr. Ben. He's the man with the plan with Husqvarna. He's Mr. Husqvarna. He knows all the ins and outs on everything. All right, dude. This has been a workhorse of mine. The T540 IXP battery saw. Run it in a tree all the time. Y'all coined this as a T542.
Correct. Yep.
All right. So we've got a battery saw with an external clutch on it.
Yep.
What the heck are y'all doing, man? Tell us about it. What's going on here?
So, let's start with the technology. It's a centrifugal clutch that we've added. So, very common system that's used and found on most gas-powered chainsaws. Why did we put it on the battery-powered chainsaws?
Yeah, that's why.
There's a couple of reasons. So the T540, I would say, and a little bit biased, but is the industry's best battery-powered top panel chainsaw.
I agree.
Professional.
I agree. Hands down. There's nobody else even comes close.
Some of the feedback that we've gotten is when you're really digging into the cut, the overload protection kicks in and the saw stops.
And you have to let completely off of it and then
you have to go back in. You have to go back into the cut again. You learn a technique, you accommodate it, and eventually it's something you either deal with or you figure out how to avoid. But it's still an issue that we've heard about over the years.
And it's kind of a learning curve on it. And like with me, it affects me a little bit, but hardly ever do I do it to where I notice it very much to where I do it. But every now and then I'll be hogged in and it'll do it. And so with the external clutch on there.
So that's the idea. With the extra inertia and torque coming off of that centrifugal clutch.
Correct.
Keeps you in the cut. It's the same motor, it's the same platform, same total power output, but just the extra inertia coming off of that clutch allows you to stay in the cut longer before you trip that overload protection, which is important. We have that in there to protect the motor so you don't blow the motor, but it stays in the cut a little bit longer. It also restarts a little bit easier because now when you're throttling, it's got that gas-powered type of response to the throttle.
It's free. It don't have no pull on it.
Exactly. And then once that clutch engages, it bites and it gets right back into the cut. You don't necessarily have to fully disengage. So, again, if you're a T540 IXP, that saw's fan, that saw's not going anywhere. We're not replacing one with the other. But if you're a gas-powered chainsaw fan and you're thinking, oh, I want to go battery, I'm not sure which battery saw to choose, try them both out. You may like the feel of the clutch saw because the throttle response is much more like you're familiar with your gas-powered chainsaw.
Now, added a little bit more weight to it, right?
There's some trade-off,
There's some trade-off, added some weight.
Yep.
But there's one huge thing that y'all did to this thing that I really, really like compared to this one. Hold it up like that where we can show them. We got a larger side cover to where this thing will pack full of chips. And that will kind of pull on the chain some too and load it up a little bit. Y'all have put a magnesium side cover on it and got it opened up a lot more. This saw over here, the 542, has a rim sprocket on it, as opposed to this one has a star sprocket on it. So, you got a choice there where you want to go with it, because y'all just released this saw at this show right here, right?
Yep. It's coming out. No, I'm good, thank you. It's coming out Q1 next year.
That's right. So I'm killing him right now. It's a little bit more price on this one too, correct?
Yeah. So weight, it's a little bit under a pound heavier than the 540.
Correct.
But the price is $50 premium over the T540 IXP kit. So in the big grand scheme of things, the price isn't really significant. It's all about you and the application and how you want to use this saw and your preference. Do you like the direct drive feel of the 540?
Correct.
Or do you like the clutch driven gas type feel coming out of the 542 IXP?
The next thing we're fixing to talk about, you're really killing me and killing a bunch of other people with the 562. I mean, you got another five. Let's set these down. Let's grab the 562.
Yeah.
I mean, what the heck's going on with the 562 over here, man?
Nothing but good things.
Nothing but
good things.
Well, let's roll with it. What we got?
562 Mark II is shipping now. We just made some minor improvements to the saw.
Same price or
roughly the same price. It's about $40 or $50 premium price, but we haven't changed the 562 price in many years. So some of that's just an adjustment for inflation and other things. But what we've done are countless upgrades and updates to an already good platform, just making it much more reliable, much more robust. Starting with Auto-Tune 3.0.
3.0. What's in the 592?
592. What's in the 540 Mark III and the T540 Mark III as well. Now 562, latest generation saw with Auto-Tune 3.0, which allows you to simply put it in start, pull and go. Same starting procedure, hot or cold. Essentially, if you follow the proper starting procedure, which is put it in start, purge, you won't flood the engine. The Auto-Tune system detects the temperature and adjusts accordingly, so that really improves the starting performance of the saw, which we all know starting is important. When the saw has been hot or cold, you want it to start.
Especially if you're up in a tree. If you're hanging on the rope or you're in a lift, saws need to crank. That is for sure. So just did a bunch of improvements on the 562. I get asked a lot of questions on this stuff. I've been asked a lot of questions about the clutch-driven 542 battery power saw, and so now you're hearing it firsthand. I got one more question I'm going to ask you, Mr. Ben.
Yes, sir.
On the 3120, is it ever going to be made into an auto-tune saw?
No plans at the moment, but stay tuned. I come back next year and you'll see what's coming out latest and greatest from.
I come so close to getting him fired every year when I come up here. See, next year he's not even going to be here. He's going to be, I know Cotton Top's coming. I'm going. Peace out, y'all.
I might run when I see you, but I'm sure I'll be here.
I'll run walk downs, what I'll do and everything. But had a good relationship with Husqvarna. Great products, love them. Still run them today and everything. Those are what I make my money with right there, sitting on the floor and run the dog out of them. But I just wanted to do a video with you where you could point out all this because you know all the ins and outs on it. But I appreciate it, Mr. Ben. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
So there's so much stuff right in this thing that you cannot hardly see it all in one day. Look through everything that there is here. It's a little overwhelming. There's a lot more people here and vendors here than what it was each year prior to this one. So a lot going on, man. A lot to look at and see. So I'm going to show y'all something here that I stumbled across on this past summer that I was tipped off to, and they're here at the TCI show. And this is this stuff right here called Zanfell. It's for poison ivy. It's what it's for. Will it work on poison oak too?
Yes,
or
poison ivy, oak, and sumac.
Poison ivy, oak, and sumac. So I ordered some off of Amazon and I got it in and I tried it. It actually worked pretty dang good, but come to find out, I was not using it exactly correctly. They've got a card here. I'm with them here now. I was just putting it on and rubbing it on and then letting it go. And I asked them, I said, it's got like this grit or something in it. And they said, well, it's soap. And so what you're supposed to do, kind of walk us through it right here.
All right. So you basically wet the area. You want to squeeze 1.5 inches in your hand. That takes care of the size of your face or your forearm. You want to add a few drops of water, rub your hands together about 10 seconds. The heat in the water will activate the ingredients. Then rub it in for about 3 minutes. Just do a nice rub on the affected area for 3 minutes.
Which is going to feel good because you're scratching it basically too at the same time.
It's a scrub, so it'll feel really good. And then the last step is you want to make sure you wash it off because it's removing the oil, which is causing the itch, causing the inflammation. So if you leave it on there, you're not actually removing that oil, so the itch will return. So make sure you follow the directions, and you will be itch free within about 30 seconds.
Y'all follow the direction, people. Don't do like I did. I mean, what I did worked fairly well. I mean, the itch would come back. I'd put some more on it, you know, and then it would come back again later. But, you know, I was not doing the way I was supposed to do. So if you have a problem with poison ivy, you know, in my area, that's all we have is poison ivy and some sumac. We don't have any poison oak there where I'm at. And this will help you. I do some other stuff that I explain to them to help prevent, as far as like wearing long sleeves, gloves, all that stuff like that. But every now and then I'll still get it on me, and then I go to rubbing alcohol on that. But then even with that, I'll still, because you can't see the oil. Right. I mean, this stuff is a work of the devil, y'all. Where my boo thing?
Right here.
So today's day 3 of all the stuff. We're only going to be here for a little bit, and then we're going to hit the road. So I'm happy. Jill's happy. She got the antique yesterday.
All day.
All day. It was in the same place all day.
I opened the place up, and then I didn't quite close it down. It didn't close till 6. Yeah, it was amazing.
So Jill is really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's giddy.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. She asked me if we could stay out here another week. I was like, no. You staying out here another week? There's too many sirens and stuff running around here at night, man. But we're gonna be here not long, and then we're gonna skedaddle. I got a mission or two to do today, and that's gonna be it, man. There's the man right there. Look at him. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Gordy. West Coast Saws, man.
Making me blush.
Did you ever imagine that what you're doing with West Coast Saws, what it would get to?
No, I had no clue.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the best thing about it is just the people you meet, and they're just blue-collar workers, and they're just normal people, and just like us, you know?
Look, we make our living off of making saw chips, right? I mean, that's it. I mean, really.
And we get paid for it.
And we get paid for it, and we love it, and we love to do it, you know.
It's like vacation every day.
Yeah, so I called him this morning real quick. Dude, you got fans like crazy. A lot of people. You know, we in America, we like to personalize our stuff, be able to bolt on things, our trucks, our ATVs, side-by-sides, and you're offering a service to be able to do that with our chainsaws. Saw enthusiasts all over this world, just like crazy, and they want to be able to personalize their saw, and you're offering products at an affordable rate to be able to do that, and you're making them and building them just because you love to do it, you know, and everything. Very cool, dude.
Yeah, I just saw a need for it, and I was like, man, it'd be cool if we could do this, and then it just kind of evolved, and then you get feedback, and you just listen to the customers, and they'll tell you what you want, you know?
Right, and it just gets that ball rolling in that direction, and it just goes. But man, I enjoyed just getting to spend a few minutes with you. And
yeah, it was good to meet you.
Yeah,
too,
man,
for
good. And I'm gonna try to get out there. I want to cut some thumpers with y'all out there. Heck yeah, dude. Man, appreciate it, man. Who's actually the brains? Are you the brains, or is he the brains? I mean,
he's the brains. I'm the looks.
You're. Oh gosh, they sold some stuff this weekend, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, we did. We're happy to be here. It was a good time.
Is this your first time kind of back this way in the United States, or have you been over here before?
Yes.
I've been to Oklahoma before, but I've never explored the state. I just flew in, grabbed a truck, and drove back.
I'm assuming you've probably been to some shows like this and everything in the out west.
Yeah, usually, I'll go to the logging conference and stuff, trade shows like that. But as far as arborist goes, this is my first big arborist show.
Big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed.
You're impressed.
I think I'm sold, and I think I'm going to keep coming back.
This thing has grown like crazy.
Yeah.
And I told him yesterday, Gordy, I said, it's so important for y'all to be here like that because it's kind of it's kind of like peanut butter and jelly. It's what holds everything together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we kind of realized that, and we last night at dinner we were you know, going over like takeaways from the show.
Sure,
like,
sure.
Like do's and don'ts, what we can improve on next year, and what we did good on this year. And
right.
I felt like it was very important for us to be here.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
there is no doubt.
Yeah, we did good this weekend.
It's just cool that y'all offer this stuff that can be bought, add-on stuff, you know, that nobody else does. You know,
and the thing is, you don't got to be a genius, you don't got to be a guru, you don't got to be nothing.
Just unbolt, bolt back on.
And
that's it. It's simple. So tell us a little bit about Hikes real quick.
Okay, hey Tim, thanks guys. I'm Tracy with Hikes. I wanted to give you just a quick brief. It's actually pronounced Hikes, like you're going hiking. German footwear manufacturer, been around since the 40s. We specialize in climbing, groundwork, police, fire, EMS, military. So we have a broad range of products that we do, but we're here at TCI Expo here in St. Louis, and got the pleasure of meeting Tim in person. We currently follow him on social media. Does an excellent job, and we're so stoked to have you in a new pair of Hikes, and you've got to get back to the viewers.
Right.
Let them know what you think.
Listen, these are the boots right here, and just like I just got. The thing about them is they got chainsaw protection in them, and a lot of times me and a lot of the people, we wear our boots, we wear our chainsaw pants and stuff like that. That's but we usually, and I'm very guilty of it, skimping on not wearing chainsaw proof boots, and that's where this kind of comes in right there, because a lot of times if you're going to hit yourself with a saw, you're going to end up hitting yourself in the foot or top of the foot before you hit anywhere else on your body. So these right here are, they've got chainsaw protection in them, and they also got a safety toe in the toe of them right there too. She's fixing to, there you go, we can set that down.
Let's take a look at that.
There we go, she got a side cutaway right there of them. Right
so you can see there's a steel shank. You have a puncture plate all the way through the bottom. The yellow you see here is going to be Kevlar, so that's going to give you that Class 2 cut protection, tested to 24 meters per second with the saw. And then you have a steel toe, so this bridges this area. So yeah, there you go.
So what is the warranty on these right quick?
Okay, so these have a 1-year warranty.
1-year warranty.
So if something happens, it were to leak, a lace breaks, an eyelet pops, we're stealing his
I'm stealing boots.
That's right. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
So this is going to be your warranty against any manufacturer's defects. We'll replace or repair anything that's broken or torn.
That's right. So I'm excited about wearing some of these. I had come by the booth like 3 or 4 times over the entire weekend. Today's day 3 of it. Place has been covered up, and I wasn't going to bother nobody or anything like that. But I'm the kind of person who has to kind of try them on, you know, to see what's going to be, you know. So that's what I did. I tried them on, made sure I got to fit right that way. I didn't order them, send them back, and then send some more, you know. So it was a good deal for that. But yeah, I see the metal plate in there, the puncher plate in there that runs all the way across. And
it's good also for climbing. So we've got people that climb in this.
Right, with the spikes on.
Yeah,
yep.
correct.
So I'm anxious to wear them and try them.
Orthopedic fit. So you've got a nice arch support, which is good for your back.
I appreciate y'all letting me try some on and play with them right quick. So I'm gonna be wearing them, and we'll see what they end up doing. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We're walking to the gate to go out. That's it, folks. Looking forward to next year already. To be in a pack mule. It'll be in Baltimore, Maryland next year.
It'll be fun to go somewhere different.
Yeah, so we'll be flying to that one. And
back pain, neck pain, tension.
guy, if I asked if I had back pain, neck pain, tension, yeah, I got a pain in my butt standing right here beside me, right? Are you a pain in my butt? She's not talking much today. I don't know what the deal is with her. She said I'll be nice. I am nice to you. We're about to load up and head southbound. Man, it's been good. I like it.